Andy Richards for Collegian Wired, and I'm here today at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion for the Celebrating the Dream Luncheon to benefit the new Martin Luther King Jr. Hospital due to open this spring. Today's honoree is Forrest Whitaker, and we'll have many other luminary guests that we will be interviewing for you today. All right, this is Collegian Wired here with Sheriff Jim Mcdonald. You're our newly appointed sheriff, is that correct?
Correct, yes.
And why are you here today?
To support a great cause, to have everybody come together. We all rely on certain things in society to help us be a healthy society, a productive society. Certainly health is a big part of that. We don't have anything if we don't have our health. So pulling everybody together for something as good as this, recognizing some good people, it's a great opportunity for all of us.
We want to know why this event is important to you today.
Oh my goodness. Well, I've been in this market for 25 years, and when I first came here, I was introduced to the MLK hospital and the community, and it was such a wonderful, wonderful environment, providing so many services for the community, and the Charles Drew University, everything just coming together. So when it closed, I was heartbroken, just like I'm sure everyone else in Los Angeles, especially in that particular community. So I am so excited about this building, about the dedication, and about the community being helped once again. As we know, with the hospital closings in Los Angeles and around the country, so many people have been impacted, thrown out, really don't have too many places to go. So now with this shining symbol, bringing back that particular area and providing a safe haven, so to speak, for people to come to. I'm real excited about it and couldn't be happier.
We want to know, as young people and people who are studying broadcasting, how did you get your start?
Well, many, many years ago, I would say close to over 3 decades ago, I was in Detroit, Michigan, and worked at a station, a CBS affiliate actually, in community fairs, and did some voiceover work, and was told that I needed to move to a smaller market to get started. So I did. I went to Saginaw, which was about 100 miles north of Detroit, and started out when they were still shooting 16-millimeter film. And, went from there. And my passion grew and grew over the years, and here I am in Los Angeles. And it took a lot of hard work, dedication, knowing what your subject matter, and being able to handle things on the fly, which, is very, very important in our business. Believe it or not, there's still the old symbols of journalism are still very much in play if you want to have credibility with the people that you serve.
Well, you're the face of the news for many of us, so thank you very much for your dedication and hard work.
What words do you have for journalism students as they pursue their career?
Well, to make sure you want to build credibility with your audience. It's one thing to be able to look good, which, that's the primer. I'm not going to be phony and say you shouldn't have a particular look. People want to see you looking aesthetically pleasing, but most important, you want to make sure that you have your facts straight. You want to make sure that you are involved with the audience as well, because people can tell after a while, thinking, well, they don't really care about what they're talking about. They don't care about me. One other thing I would definitely stress is to make sure you know the communities that you're talking about. Get off the desk. Get off the anchor desk. You don't just go from college and jump to an anchor desk. You should do some reporting in the various communities that you're going to be talking about. And I think that really, really helped me in my career, is that no one was more important than the next person, or no community was more important than the next community. But I got an opportunity and made sure that I got my feet out there and said hello to some people. And that way, when I'm on the desk, I sort of know what I'm talking about, because I've got that pulse from the community. So always, to me, remember to keep your audience first, your viewers first. They're turning to you for news and information. They want to have some fun, but they really want to know that you know what you're talking about.
You're a very famous actor. Have you ever played Dr. King in a role?
No, I never have.
Okay.
There was one point they talked to me about doing this play on the mountaintop, but I wasn't available at the time. Yeah. But there's a great production right now, a great film going on right now with Selma. So.
Exactly. Well, today is his birthday, his real birthday. And why are you here today?
Oh, well, I want to support the Martin Luther King Community Health, organization and the community hospital. Just because, if you can't take care of those in your community and stuff, you can't take care of. If everyone isn't allowed to have health care, then what kind of a society do we have? If we can't care for the infirm, then what kind of compassion do we have? What kind of empathy do we have? And so I'm here. They're giving me an award today. Community Engagement Award, and so I guess that has to do with the work that I'm doing with my foundation and stuff like that.
Why are you here today?
Well, I'm here because I'm pleased to celebrate the life and the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the opening of the new Martin Luther King Jr. Community Hospital.
When did the former hospital close? How long have we had to wait for this hospital to come back to the community?
It closed in 2007, and it's poised to open in mid-year of 2015. And so we're just a few months out, and it is going to be a fabulous new hospital. It is being opened against the backdrop of the civil unrest some 50 years ago in Watts. And so the first hospital was in response to the Watts riots, and now here we are 50 years again celebrating a brand new hospital. It's a good day, it's a good thing.
Hilda Solis, Supervisor, 1st District, and here in celebration of MLK and the hospital, and here to honor Dr. Cynthia Tejas from UCLA, and just so honored to be here, invited again alongside my colleague, Supervisor Mark Ridley-Thomas. This is a wonderful, wonderful occasion. It's on the eve and the cusp of our celebration for Martin Luther King and all the things that this represents. It's tremendous effort, and I just think that these values that Martin Luther King helped to inspire our country, we're seeing it lived out right now on the ground in LA County, and with the opening of the hospital and all that's been accomplished. We have still much to do, and the dream is alive. So thank you very much.
Okay, so we're here today because of the celebration of the hospital opening up in the spring. How important is that for our community?
Well, it's very important. We know how important healthcare is as not just a tool for economic development, but for being sustainable. And so we're lucky to have an institution like that in our community that was sorely missed. The heroic efforts of Supervisor Ridley-Thomas in bringing it back is noteworthy. But it's really been a collaboration, and that's what's so exciting to see, a collaboration in the public sector and private sector. Those who are serious and are concerned about the health of our community, mental, physical, and otherwise. So it's a tremendous statement and makes a real good point.
So between Obamacare and the hospital now in our community, you think we're going to be covered?
Well, I think we're going to get a little more coverage, that's for sure. I mean, we can't be too healthy. And so anything we can do to encourage people to adopt a more healthy lifestyle, to utilize resources that are available, and to understand the importance for themselves and their families and the community. That's what this meeting is about.
So Sherry Lansing is a major producer in this town, but also the head of a foundation. Tell us about that.
My foundation is dedicated to cancer research and public education and putting retired people back to work. So those are our 3 big buckets of areas that we work in. And the opening of this hospital is one of the most thrilling things we've ever been involved in.
How did you get involved with the hospital? What was your relationship with them?
I'm a regent, and Mark Ridley-Thomas came to me and said, we have to talk about the reopening of MLK, and it touched my heart and it touched all the regents' hearts, and so UC has become an active partner in this.
Today was a great day at the Celebrating Dream event for the new opening of the Martin Luther King Jr. Hospital. Today, January 15th, marks Dr. King's real birthday, and there were many people here today in celebration, including Forrest Whitaker and Sherry Lansing, Supervisor Mark Ridley-Thomas, all of them working really hard to bring this well-needed hospital back to our community. This is Andy Richards for LA Collegian Wired.